Welcome to the Ultimate Combat Experience. I'm Mike Crisman, joined as always by Phil Henderson here tonight. This is part two of the Ultimate Combat, visiting Elko, Nevada. Last week was a barn burner of fights, but this week might even be just a little bit better.
Oh, Mike, we've got some bangers going down in this fight. I mean, there's some guys going to throw toe-to-toe. I'm excited to see this show tonight.
All right, we closed the show last week with a bit of a controversial fight. There's a lot of controversy tonight. You're going to definitely want to stick around for that. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience road trip from Elko, Nevada. Stick around.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Ultimate Combat Experience starts now.
Warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight. I say we warriors of the ultimate fight. Get in the ring for the ultimate fight.
In your middleweight division, short fuse, Scott Casey coming out here, the redhead. Who's he fighting?
He's fighting Greg DeLong from Reno, Nevada, Mike, and this is Greg's first fight, so we'll see what he's got. We know what Scott Casey has. He's got heavy hands and heavy attitude, so let's see what happens.
DeLong's first fight, but not his first rodeo. The kid's been training for just a little while. When I say a kid, he's a little bit older than most we see here. Middleweight, no holds barred. Check it out. Scott Casey, short fuse. This kid has been beating people up for just a little time now, and we don't get to see him very often. He is one of those underage guys that can't fight in the clubs, but I tell you, this kid's got a really bright future in the mixed martial arts game.
Yeah, he really does, Mike. He's 5'7", 170 pounds, fighting out of the West Jordan area at the UCTC, and we call him short fuse.
And that's for good reason. The kid's got a bit of a temper on him, as most redheads do, but Greg DeLong, now this guy, he looks like he's got a little seasoning to him. Is that a polite way of saying he's a little older than most fighters we've seen out here? 5'10", 185 pounds out of Reno, Nevada. These guys are traveling halfway. It's Elko, Nevada is about halfway between Salt Lake and Reno, and they're meeting here midway to mix it up in the cage here.
Yeah, they are. You know, Mike, I was talking to him before the show, and he said he just wants to get in here and try this mixed martial art thing everybody's doing. And Scott Casey, though, he's been fighting a little bit now. This is his third or fourth fight. He's an undefeated fighter, and he's kind of really handled everyone that he's had in the ring with him.
Well, you see right there, DeLong, very nice shot there and working on the takedown, and he looks like he's going to get it. Scott Casey, really no answer for that. Now, you know, Scott wanted to stand on his feet and bang, but right here, DeLong taking that away from him.
Oh, and DeLong passing right to full mount, Mike. Casey's in some trouble here.
Casey looks like he was kind of sleeping right there at the start of the fight. Didn't come out with a whole lot of energy, and DeLong capitalizing. Look right here, pounding Casey in the face with a couple of nice right hands.
Yeah, he is, Mike, and you're right. You know, Scott Casey looked like he was asleep. Looks like he's still asleep in there, and if he doesn't get busy, he's going to be asleep in there.
Yeah, there you go. Able to get back up to his feet is Scott Casey, and looking over to his corner for some advice, saying, hey, man, this guy's a little stronger than I anticipated. What do I do now?
Well,
you get lifted up and drop back down is what you do, apparently.
Scott, I gotta say, Mike, Scott kind of looks like he's in slow motion today. I'm not sure what's going on.
He looks a little lethargic, and his girlfriend wasn't able to come on the trip with him, and maybe that's it. He's a little homesick,
a little depressed,
missing her a little bit.
I'm not sure about that, Mike. But DeLong, he doesn't care. He's taking it to Scott Casey here, and he's kind of having his way with him position-wise.
Yeah, he sure has. And Scott not looking to do a whole lot from guard. He's not looking to climb the body, not looking to attempt any submission. He's just looking to kind of hang on, and not really sure what that tactic is.
I'm not sure either, Mike. I think maybe Scott has felt in his other fights that he's outpaced himself a little bit too much, and he's trying to put a slower pace on the fight. But it gets any slower than this, well, I might all fall asleep.
Yeah, this is like watching paint dry from Scott's perspective. Not doing much of anything, really. I'm not seeing any striking, nothing.
Yeah, we've got about 1 minute left in the match here in this first round, Mike. And DeLong very content to stay in his guard, though. He's not looking to pass. He's looking to pound him down a little bit. And you know what? I probably would do that, too, if my opponent's not moving at all.
Why would you even try to improve? If your opponent's just going to stay hanging on there and you can just drop bombs at will, why do anything differently? And he's putting a beating on Scott Casey right here. He's not throwing flurries or anything, but every one of those shots are landing pretty solid. You can see the side of Scott Casey's body there. It's red. It's been taking some shots here.
I have to wonder, Mike, if Casey might have inadvertently hurt himself or hit his head on one of those takedowns, because he doesn't look like he's in this fight at all to me.
Well, guy, he looked like that when he came out. Maybe he hit his head on the ring door when he walked into the cage, because when he came out, he was very flat-foot. He kind of pawed a couple punches, but got immediately taken down. And the crowd here in Elko, Nevada, getting a little bit restless on this one. Not enough action for their liking. They're going to have to kick it in the gear a little bit. That's going to be the end of round number 1, and not a very action-packed round, but clearly DeLong winning that round on a judge's scorecard.
Oh, Scott Casey looks like he's just somewhere else right now, Mike. I'm kind of lost as to what's going on with him.
Well, at some point, I have to say I applaud his composure, because he hasn't shown that in the past, but he better kick it into gear when we come back.
What's up, everyone? Pete here, and welcome to Blue Hippo, where anyone can get a brand new, brand name computer regardless of their credit. Take a look at this. You can send emails, download music and video, even organize your finances. This is a fully loaded desktop computer. Let's take a call. Hello, caller?
Yeah, hi. I have really bad credit, and I've been turned down before. Can you really help me get a computer?
Do you have an active checking account and a home phone number?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's all you need. So whether you want a desktop or you prefer the convenience of a laptop, you can get either one regardless of your credit. And if you order now, we'll send you a free color printer and a free flat screen TV so you can watch your favorite shows and movies and print and email digital photos. So to be clear, when you order today, you can get your choice of a brand new desktop or laptop with tons of great software, plus a free color printer and a free LCD TV. And remember, there is no credit check and your approval is guaranteed. But you must call Blue Hippo now.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you didn't miss a whole lot in that first round. Kind of a snoozer between Scott Casey and Mr. DeLong here. And I say Mr. because he's a little older than most of the guys we've seen in the cage. But Mr. DeLong took Scott Casey down to the ground and just held him there for just about the entire first round.
Yeah, he really did, Mike. Easily, I think that DeLong is up on the scoreboard here. And he goes for another takedown. And Scott didn't even defend that one either.
No, he didn't even try to defend it. You know, he's flat foot. You know, it's kind of strange because I've never seen Scott Casey act like this. I've certainly never seen him fight like this. He's usually got a lot of energy, and well, he's just not showing it tonight.
No, I mean, they call him Short Fuse for a reason, Mike. Tonight he looks like his nickname's Fused Out. You know?
Or short attention span. He's just not doing anything.
Go check the breaker. Something's wrong.
Yeah, something's going on here with Scott Casey that maybe a little more than meets the eye. I'm not sure. And I started to mention before we went to the break that maybe Scott's trying to fight with a little more composure than he has in the past. He's kind of been unleashed fury in the past, and now maybe he's trying to be a little more heady about things, but I'm just not seeing him do any heady actions. You know, he's not doing a whole lot other than just kind of staying very relaxed.
No, he really looks like he's in first gear, Mike, this entire fight. And pacing yourself means going from gears 1 to 5 and back down and not always at 5 or something like that. He's in first the whole fight.
To steal your analogy, I think he's in neutral. You know, I haven't seen him even shift into gear yet. That's the first and second punch I've seen him throw off fight, and they weren't really punches.
I think DeLong needs to take advantage of that, Mike. I think that DeLong is pacing himself a little bit. He's been doing more work, getting the takedowns, working for position. I think he needs to try and flurry here and finish Scott Casey.
I completely disagree with you. DeLong's doing enough to win the fight. Why do any more? He's taken him down at ease both times. He's been able to continuously pound the body. Now, granted, you want to put on a show for the fans, but you're fighting a much younger kid here, and why would you try to give up a position like this that you've gotten so easily, and you're clearly going to be on your way to victory?
Well, I kind of think that you always want to try and finish, Mike, and this is mixed martial arts. A lot of variables. Anything could happen. He could slip and fall down. You never know.
Tell me that. How do you slip and fall down when you're on top of the guy? And tell me that when you turn 40, because when you turn 40, you get a completely different perspective on life. If you can walk on down there and do it, you will.
I'm not making it to 40, Mike. Everybody knows that.
We're shocked you made it this far, Phil.
Yes, we are. A lot of people are disappointed, too.
A lot of people a little bit disappointed. Jerry Springer was happy you're still around. Right there, you mentioned that DeLong needed to start opening up, and he did. Landed some nice body shots and came back up to the head. And what did we see out of Scott Casey? Not much.
Is he even in the ring at this time, Mike?
No,
I'm not sure.
This is not Scott Casey I know, and really that's another round in the books, and DeLong clearly ahead, 2 rounds to nothing. What is Scott Casey going to do? You see right there, he's showing a little bit of emotion, but maybe some frustration. Maybe that's what it's going to take to get him going.
Was that maybe a 10-8 round, Mike?
No, I was not 10-8, just because, as you mentioned, DeLong wasn't doing enough to try to finish, but he certainly dominated from start to finish, touch of the gloves, and I'm predicting a takedown here from DeLong.
Yeah, Scott. Well, there we go.
There's that same shot we've seen twice before, and this time Scott Casey able to get his hips back and making DeLong work for this takedown. Very wise, he gets back up on his feet. Wow, he lands a big shot, and this is over. Phil, how many times have you made me look bad today where you knew Scott Casey had something in there, and really anything can happen in a fist fight? Right now, DeLong's wondering what happened.
Mike, I really want to see replay of that sometime. I'm not sure if DeLong was actually off of his feet. It looked like a legal shot to me, but...
oh, that was clearly a legal shot. Casey even hesitated a minute before he threw it.
Yeah,
he landed that thing, timed it just right. I don't know what he's celebrating about, though. He's shown more energy in his post-fight celebration than he did in the fight. Great Clips is home of the $10 haircut. Also pick up $10 UCE tickets only at participating locations.
Scott, how'd you feel about that fight?
I thought it was a great match. You know, I thought I'd come in here. I was getting a little nervous when I saw him. He looked like a good wrestler, and he came in here and proved that he has some good wrestling skills. And you know, he was a tough opponent. I think I beat the better guy today.
That's awesome. Walk me through it real quick. Tell me what you're thinking.
The whole time I was thinking that hopefully he'd just gas out, so that I could just like wait through the rounds, you know, lose a round and get a lucky shot or something. And that's what happened, you know. Got that lucky shot, and that's about it.
Got a couple guys, neither of which have won a fight yet. They're both 0-1. Both of them walking into the cage tonight with a bit of a chip on their shoulders because they want to get that first win.
Yeah, Shawn Neely's coming from Reno, Nevada, Mike, out of Richard Montoya's gym out there. Tough bunch of guys. I mean, those guys can fight out there. But he's going up against the Lunchbox, and we know the Lunchbox can scrap.
Lunchbox likes to scrap. Middleweight nose bar, check it out. Man, these guys are tough, Phil. Tough-looking guys.
I'm not saying that word,
what
Mike.
A great descriptor. Lunchbox, this guy, man, he's putting his time in. This kid has been really asserting himself as of late. I mean, he kind of was coming to the gym sporadically, but I've seen him when he's coming in now lately. He's been really putting in some extra time. 6'3", 180 pounds. And kid, if he could really get his game together, he could be good.
Yeah, he could, Mike. This Shawn Neely, though, this guy is supposed to be the total package in MMA, and we're about to find out.
How would you describe him? Steely.
Steely.
Not so much tough, but steely. 5'10", 185 pounds. Training out there in Reno, Nevada, and looks like Lunchbox has got a heck of a reach advantage here.
He's training out there with Richard Montoya and the remnants of the Lion's Den in Reno, and I've got a little information on this kid, and he can throw some leather.
Where did you get your information?
This guy, Ice Cold. I don't remember if anyone knows him around here.
I've heard about the guy, but I never seen him do much. See right here, Lunchbox trying to do the squeezerooski on the head from standing. Now, if you're 6'3", you might get away with that, but it doesn't look like he's going to get a submission out of it.
No, he didn't, and Steely pulled out of that. Once again, with a taller fighter, I really want to see these guys use their reach and height advantage, Mike. And a couple guys we've seen tonight fighting out the UCTC that were much taller than their opponents didn't do that at all.
Boy, Phil, you are the consummate coach. Always coaching, always looking for flaws, and always trying to help these guys out. Lunchbox, listen up now. Coach Phil says use your reach advantage, and it's hard to do from your back.
It really is, Mike. It really is.
Especially with a guy named Steely on top here, because, man, he's hitting him with Steely punches right now.
Oh, Steely just unloading bombs. Couple illegal bombs there. Those are all illegal.
There's a whole bunch of illegal
Some more illegal bombs.
Well, Roy Haggerty, he's kind of new at this refereeing thing and missed a few calls tonight, but, you know, it happens.
No, Lunchbox.
Well,
he's got a chokehold on here, but Lunchbox fighting his way out of it, Mike. Here he goes.
I hope he packed the lunch because he's in a bad spot. He's got his back given up here to Steely Neely, and I don't know that he's going to get completely out of this one, Phil.
Yeah, I love to see that, though, Mike. He didn't just get a chokehold on him and tap out and call it a day. He worked his way out again.
Give him that, man. Lunchbox is putting on a game performance here, and we mentioned this earlier in the night that, boy, this crowd can really energize some guys, and looks like it's done that for Lunchbox. But, man, all the energy in the world, all the crowd support in the world ain't going to get you out of that.
Third time's a charm on the rear naked choke, Mike.
And Steely Neely feeling pretty good about that one and going to walk away with a big win. Lunchbox drops to 0-2, but I tell you, this kid's, he can do this thing if he sticks to it. Shawn Steely Neely now, he's got a big win on his side finally.
Want to see this guy fight again in the UCE, Mike? Maybe a little bit higher competition, though.
Celerity Investments. If you have a vision, we can assist. Go to investwithcelerity.com to find out how.
Shawn Neely, how's it feel?
Feels pretty good. I came out coming off a loss, so feels good to get here, get a choke.
How's it feel to have the first win for Nevada?
Feels great. You know, I couldn't ask for more today. It's my coach's birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Rich.
Talk me through the fight. You were pretty relentless there, dude. Talk me through it.
Well, you know, I felt like I rocked him on that first jab, so I wanted to keep in, take him to the ground where I like to fight.
Awesome performance. What do you have to say? Anybody think?
Yes, I want to thank all the guys who come in the Battleborn Fight Team in Reno, Nevada. Come in and beat us all up every day. And the people at Richard Joseph Company who helped me get out here today.
Awesome. Thanks, man, for coming out. You coming to Salt Lake to fight with us again?
I hope so.
Awesome.
Well, Mike Risher's going to have to wait to get a win. Just really, Neely was just a little bit too much for him tonight.
Yeah, Neely just overwhelmed the Lunchbox in every way, shape, and form. And Lunchbox will be back, but this Neely kid, he definitely did impress.
All right, we got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
Diabetics on Medicare are tired of the pain.
I wish there was another way.
Now there is. With this new meter, you can test on your arm with less pain. It's simple. If you're a diabetic on Medicare, get less pain with Diabetes Care Club.
Now my fingers don't hurt anymore.
The club will send your diabetes supplies to your home, and they bill Medicare directly.
Membership is free, and so is shipping.
Call Diabetes Care Club at 800-985-7829.
So you've got the hottest cell phone, now you need the hottest games and ringtones. Get the latest games and ringtones to use on your personal cell phone right now. Text S51 for Super Mario Brothers. Text A51 for Sweet Home Alabama. Text G51 for Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. Or text W51 for Diner Dash. And send it to 77888. Choose from any of these great games and ringtones to use as your very own. And don't forget to text your choice to 77888.
Couple absolute beasts coming out here. Guys that are just physical, talented, good-looking guys. Who are they, Phil?
Mike, we brought the blanket party to Elko. Matt Stoddard. He's going up against Willis Ferguson, and this Willis Ferguson, he can kick, he can punch, he can wrestle. This should be a war.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Strap yourselves in. Middleweight no holds barred. Check it out. The blanket party returns. Matt Stoddard actually giving up a little weight in this contest. We couldn't find him an opponent. We couldn't find Willis Ferguson an opponent either, and we felt like, well, you know, maybe we'll meet halfway. And so he's been eating all week, unlike some of these other guys trying to starve their way in. Matt Stoddard, 6'1". He weighed in about 190, fighting in the light heavyweight division. He is the butcher.
Well, he's going up against a big boy here in Willis Ferguson. Fergie.
He's a big, strong-looking kid. There's no doubt about it. They say in the room, this kid kind of ragdolls everybody. He's 5'10", 205. I think he cut down to 200 to make this match here, but Ferguson and Stoddard, this is going to be a good one. Here we go, referee Roy Haggerty getting this fight started. A touch of the gloves by both men. And Ferguson coming out swinging some big kicks and punches. Landed that one right on the button.
He rocked Stoddard there with a kick and a punch.
What a way to get this thing started, man. You think of this big boy, this big wrestler-looking kid is going to come out and try to glom onto you. He didn't waste any time with that. He came out and landed some big bombs, and that was a beautiful takedown by Matt Stoddard.
I can't believe that Stoddard's still in this fight, Mike. Those were shots you could hear back in Salt Lake from Elko.
Absolutely. Willis Ferguson has surprisingly long arms. It came out and just dotted up Matt Stoddard to get things started. And he's not going to be waiting down underneath. An up kick there by Ferguson, but no harm, no foul, I guess. Matt Stoddard getting around that and in side mount position.
What is that grease all over the mat, Mike?
I don't know.
I am absolutely.
I don't know.
That is just ridiculous.
There's a lot of grease on the mat.
That is absolutely ridiculous. I hadn't seen that until now, and this guy is greased up. I'm calling it.
Yeah, he is. And Matt Stoddard getting mount position regardless of the grease and landing the shots, and that's the way you combat something like that. You go to a different game plan, and Matt Stoddard doing just that, landing some big shots from top.
Yeah, Mike, Stoddard rocked at the bell of this fight, but he's coming back now. He's on a full mount, and, Fergie there, I mean, he's shown a lot, but, it looks like he had a whole box of Kentucky Fried Chicken in the ring with him or something. That's ridiculous.
He ate a bunch
That's
of pork chops
ridiculous.
or something, and, yeah, you're right. These guys are a little greased up and, make those adjustments, and Matt Stoddard's doing just that. He's not going to blame anything on anybody else but himself, and he's going to look to win this fight on his own merit.
Oh, pounding away down there on Ferguson. Who Stoddard landing some bombs here. He said, I don't care if you want to cheat and put Vaseline everywhere. I'm just going to knock you out, buddy.
I don't think Willis Ferguson put Vaseline on himself, and he's out here trying to fight, trying to win a fight just like Matt Stoddard is, but Matt Stoddard getting up on top and landing big shot after shot, and really he has taken the tide of this fight in his own hands and doing a great job from top position.
Yeah, he is. Ferguson doing a decent job striking back from the bottom, though, Mike. That's one of the first guys we've seen in the show hitting back from the bottom. Just because you got me mounted, I'm not going to just sit there and take it, buddy.
Well, you mentioned a moment ago, he's got extremely long arms, kind of surprisingly long arms, and he's able to strike from bottom when Matt Stoddard sits up right there. See right there, Ferguson able to get his hips up high and get a reversal out of that.
Yeah, he did. That's a nice reversal there by Ferguson, and Stoddard on the bottom here. Haven't seen Stoddard on his back too much.
No, we sure haven't. Giving up his back now is Matt Stoddard, and Willis Ferguson not sinking any hooks in, but he's riding him like a cowboy.
Yeah, he was, Mike. Stoddard was covering up well there to prevent the hooks, but he might be getting choked here with about 4 seconds to go.
Well, it's saved by the bell, as they say. And well, now he's not going to get choked out of here. It's Matt Stoddard. Tough first round, both guys. Willis Ferguson owning the first and end of that round. Matt Stoddard winning the entire middle of the round. Very, very difficult round to score, undoubtedly. Phil Henderson giving some advice over there to Matt Stoddard, and maybe he's going to fix what needs to be fixed and come out here for round number 2.
And here we go. I think that'll be a hard round to score, though, but I got to give it slightly to Stoddard. He
right
big
here,
bombs
Stoddard's
there.
Take it. And then he took a big shot and got rocked. What great action to start round number 2.
Oh, Mike, this is what they call a slobber knocker, baby.
Man, oh, man. You can see the size difference in Willis Ferguson. His frame is just much bigger than Matt Stoddard, but Stoddard is matching him strength for strength, in my opinion. He's doing a great job, except when he takes those shots to the chin. Those aren't good.
No, they're not good, Mike. Stoddard wisely going in for a takedown here. I think Stoddard has the edge in wrestling, but Ferguson's just a lot bigger than him. When he's hitting Stoddard, it's hurting him a little bit more than when Stoddard's hitting him.
Well, absolutely. You see Ferguson bleeding, however, the back of Matt Stoddard covered with blood, and it looks like a cut over the eye, maybe.
I can't see where the cut is from there, Mike, but a lot of action in this fight. This fight delivered the hype so far that it had.
Without a doubt, Matt Stoddard doing what he did right there in round number 1, just continuously pounding from top. He doesn't have mount like he did before, but he's still punching away. You can see that Ferguson isn't going to even try to attempt the submission. He's just kind of trying to hang on.
Oh, Ferguson is in trouble here, right in front of the legend Tabasco Dan and wife there, Mike.
Yep, Dan first one of our judges this evening, getting some up-close action here, and he's hearing that leather pound the face of Willis Ferguson from Matt Stoddard.
Well, Ferguson's getting a beat down here, Mike, and Stoddard landing a couple elbows
Big
there.
Big elbows.
A couple nice punches. This fight's getting close to being stopped.
Those were some beautiful shots from top and some forearms. And
what? Is it over? Is the fight over?
What? Wow. Roy Haggerty stepping in and stopping the fight, saying those were illegal elbows, and that has to be the worst call I've ever seen in mixed martial arts.
It's impossible to do an illegal elbow from there. That was a horrible call. That's a horrible call.
The fight resumes, and Matt Stoddard going back to where he started and getting in, working for a nice takedown, working the knees to the legs and throwing some big shots on their feet. But Ferguson landing a big right hand of his own.
Oh, this Ferguson kid can fight, Mike. Wow, he can kick, he can punch. This is a battle.
He's got a lot of heart, and this Elko crowd is letting him know they appreciate what they see. Both these guys doing their thing in there, and Ferguson bloodied at the face, taking some big knees, and Stoddard just swinging for the fences. He knows he's got this kid hurt, trying to finish him, just can't quite get it done.
Oh. This is a war, Mike.
This is a la Rocky Balboa, man. These guys just showing nothing but heart and determination, and skill is completely out the window at this point. They're just going at it. Oh, man, if that uppercut would have landed, that would have been the end of things. And that's going to conclude round number 2. But that was a terrible call by referee Roy Haggerty. I'm really not sure what he was seeing there, but there was clearly no illegal elbow landed.
No, it's a straight elbow, Mike. And it's ridiculous. He was 1 feet from the action.
That's just, I don't know what happened there. And Haggerty saw something none of the rest of us. He's giving him indication that there was clearly no elbow that went in that direction. Round number 3 on your way, nonetheless. And it looks like
our judge got blood on him.
Greg Giles got blood scratched all over him. Roy Haggerty instructing the judges to take a point away after the round for that elbow strike. Now, not only was it a bad call where he stood him up, but now he puts Matt Stoddard in a situation where it's desperation time. You're down 2 points from that round.
Yeah, you are, Mike. And once again, not to harp on it, the mat is just a mess, too. I'm really baffled in this fight.
Yeah, this is a very strange situation. Stoddard looking for a throw, but winding up underneath the much larger Willis Ferguson, and that could be a fatal error.
Yeah, and he's in a puddle of something over there, Mike, and getting choked.
Yeah,
see if he can work his way out of
man.
this.
This is very strange, man. What a great fight it's been, but I don't think well, no, there you go. He just tapped out. That was a very crazy finish to it. What was an excellent fight. What a tremendous battle, but very controversial in how it turned out, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. That was the battle of KFC out in Elko, Mike.
Matt Stoddard not happy about that, and I don't blame him. Willis Ferguson, he is happy, and I don't put any of this on his shoulders, but that was just terrible, terrible. Big win for him, though. Got bronze? Body Bronze Tanning has state-of-the-art tanning beds and home of the 30-second spray-on tan.
That's one more for Nevada, you know. Walk us through the fight real quick.
First fight I've ever been in. Had to be the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. I love the brutal. I love the blood. I can taste it. I can see it. I love it. Unbelievable controversy. We told you it was coming tonight, and we just saw some right there.
Oh, Mike, I'm a little confused. Matt Stoddard almost had the fight won, in my opinion. Was dropping some, in my opinion, legal elbows. The ref stopped the fight. Got to restart. But Willis Ferguson, you can't take anything away from him. He ended the fight.
He did end it, and you can't take that away. But that right there, a little bit of controversy. I'd like to see that fight again. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around.
Reason number 12 why you should own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. They require no attachment to your home's plumbing. Simply fill it with a garden hose and plug it in. ThermoSpa's unique thermofiltration system is completely built in and filters the water an incredible 144 times a day, so your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance. All you need to do is enjoy yourself every day of the year. Call to receive a free DVD and 48-page brochure and learn the most important reason. Buying direct, you can own a ThermoSpa for only a few dollars a day. Call now and we'll include free delivery, free chemicals, and a $400 cash coupon. This $1,000 offer is free.
Call 800-568-4343.
ThermoSpas, luxurious hot tubs made affordable.
In your welterweight division, we got a kid that's been sucking weight for a week. He lost 20 pounds for a week. And another kid who's legend to be a black belt in Jiu Jitsu. Who are these guys?
Mike, we've got Michael Pearce. He's going up against the Sugarloaf, the whitest white guy in the UCE, and this should be a battle.
Michael Pearce driving 700 miles to be here tonight. Welterweight knows, Bart, check it out.
I've done a lot of fighting throughout the years. I've also just recently got out of the military. I'm an Iraqi veteran.
Oh, man, just
sucking weight.
Sucking weight, you know, driving from Salt Lake, not as far as Fresno, but, you know, I haven't eaten in 5 days, so.
Oh, we do a lot of ground fighting in the military, GFT. Ground fighting techniques. It's based on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a few others.
Down in Fresno, he's going to go home with the loss. You know, Sugarloaf does what he does.
For sure. Why wouldn't I be here? I'm here to fight, here to push my potential.
He's going to drive a long way, going home with the loss, with a black eye, broken nose. It don't matter to me.
700 miles, man. This kid took the fight on a couple days' notice, jumped in his car, and drove right out here to fight this guy. What is he doing?
He's banging his ass on the fence again, Mike.
I don't understand what that means. I don't know what that means.
I think that he got the wrong Boss Rutan DVD, Mike.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mike Crisman, 5'7", 185 pounds, trained at UCTC. They call him the Sugarloaf, but going up against a pretty tough-looking kid, the vet, Michael Pearce.
Michael Pearce, he's rumored to be BJJ black belt, Mike. We're not sure if we can confirm this or not, but he's got some belts. This guy has some martial art ability.
He is 5'10", 170 pounds, and he likes to ground you and pound you, coming all the way from Fresno, California.
Yeah, well, what I was alluding to earlier, though, Mike, I think Sugarloaf got Boss Rutan's marital art DVD video, not martial art, and that's why he's banging his ass on the fence.
I see the difference. Well, right here, these guys come winging at each other. But ding, Michael Pearce got rocked with a shot. Looking to use some of that black belt jiu-jitsu on him, though.
Sugarloaf with the front kick. He was going for a foot stomp, I'm sure, though, Mike.
No doubt in my mind, but right here, getting the back of the black belt, looked like he's sinking in a choke.
Oh, he's almost got his other hook in. Oh, Sugarloaf put 2 hooks in. Is Sugarloaf using jiu-jitsu?
That guy tapped like a black belt. I'll tell you what, those were big taps. Is Sugarloaf going to celebrate, man?
That was an impressive performance from Sugarloaf.
That is impressive. I especially like that form up. Oh, man, a double by, front double by. Unbelievable. Mike's going, I got a long ride home. Man, you are a superstar when you get 2 cage jumps. Very impressive. Mike Crisman. Wow.
The Sugarloaf.
I can't wait. I got to ride home with that guy.
The Sugarloaf in the house tonight again, Mike.
Oh, schnecky. Got bronze? Body Bronze Tanning has state-of-the-art tanning beds and home of the 30-second spray-on tan.
Sugarloaf, were you using jiu-jitsu?
Now you know I'm anti-jits. That's sugar-jits.
Was that the sugar special we've been hearing about on the internet?
No, I caught him with the sugar special. You know, he fell. Kind of tried to ground and pound him, but he recovered pretty quick. Gave me his back and choked him out.
What, Sal? Sal wants to know what took you so long.
Well, you know, he drove all the way from Fresno. I had to give him a little cage time.
Sugarloaf, you're quickly becoming an internet sensation back in Salt Lake City. What are your plans for the future?
Just training harder, you know, on my stand-up. You know, I like to stand up and strike, make people fall like I just made him fall with a punch. Just work harder, come in, keep fighting at 170 at my new weight. You know, I think I'll be a tough son of a...
I got to ask you an honest question. Are you cutting down your Jack Daniels and beer to get to 170, Sugarloaf?
No, if I have to cut 30 pounds again, I will.
All right, Sugarloaf, you did a great job here tonight. Thanks for being a part of the experience. Anyone you need to thank or say to?
Yeah, I need to thank all my teammates, Combat Cartel. You know, I had to come out and show them why I'm team captain, why I rock, why I kick some ass, baby. It's all about Combat Cartel. Gotta thank Salvador Sanchez for teaching my punches. Same with Daniel, Phil. Also, Tattoo Land, 1860 South Main Street. Go get tattoo. I got my son done right here with him. Sergio's the man. Go get it done.
All right, Sugarloaf Mania is running wild again, baby.
Michael Pearce has to drive 700 miles back to Fresno with a pretty quick loss under his belt.
Oh, Mike, the Sugarloaf. He's continuing to impress. He rebounded from his loss to Nate Gerard, and all this kid wants to do is fight, fight, fight. I'm surprised that Elko could contain this kid this weekend.
Fight and talk. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Don't go anywhere.
Diabetics on Medicare are tired of the pain.
I wish there was another way.
Now there is. With this new meter, you can test on your arm with less pain. It's simple. If you're a diabetic on Medicare, get less pain with Diabetes Care Club.
Now my fingers don't hurt anymore.
The club will send your diabetes supplies to your home, and they bill Medicare directly.
Membership is free, and so is shipping.
Call Diabetes Care Club at 800-985-7829.
Own a timeshare or campground membership? Turn it into cash.
Timeshares Only got us our full asking price before our next monthly payment was due.
Timeshares Only is the nation's largest, #1 most successful timeshare agency, representing properties from the biggest names in the industry.
No one sells more timeshares.
Call now and receive a free information kit, including 10 secrets to timeshares. You owe it to yourself to work with the best.
Don't delay. Call 800-980-1898.
What's up, everyone? Pete here, and welcome to Blue Hippo, where anyone can get a brand new, brand name computer regardless of their credit. Take a look at this. You can send emails, download music and video, even organize your finances. This is a fully loaded desktop computer. Let's take a call. Hello, caller?
Yeah, hi. I have really bad credit, and I've been turned down before. Can you really help me get a computer?
Do you have an active checking account and a home phone number?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's all you need. So whether you want a desktop or you prefer the convenience of a laptop, you can get either one regardless of your credit. And if you order now, we'll send you a free color printer and a free flat screen TV so you can watch your favorite shows and movies and print and email digital photos. So to be clear, when you order today, you can get your choice of a brand new desktop or laptop with tons of great software, plus a free color printer and a free LCD TV. And remember, there is no credit check and your approval is guaranteed. But you must call Blue Hippo now.
A main event that we've all been looking forward to, especially Dave Allred. He's already lost to Dan Stanovich once, but he says, you know, I've made the adjustments that I need to make to get the big win. What's going on tonight?
Well, Mike, we've got Dan Stanovich going up against David Allred in the main event that is going to burst Elko at the seams. This fight should be insane and out of control. Dave Allred's been putting time in the gym, boxing, kickboxing, everything he can to try and beat Dan Stanovich. Will it be enough? We'll find out.
Well, we're going to find out right now. It's your main event lightweight nose bar. Check it out.
Yeah, you know, I come down there on a hunch and kind of took over, and I've fought some of the toughest guys you got around, and like I say, I go down to take care of business. I do every time, so.
Nothing much. I'm going to be fighting Dan Stanovich. He's a badass, and last time he took my pride. I'm hoping to get it back, but it might be like your virginity. Maybe you never get it back once you lose it.
I'm worried. You know, coming to take care of business, all the fans, all the people from Salt Lake, thanks for coming down. And tomorrow you guys are going to see a fight and see what I can do.
Yeah, well, I've been training with the Doritos and yelling at the TV diet. It's really not that effective.
Well, you know, the first fight, it was good. He's got a good ground game, good jiu-jitsu. I took him out of his game, and just like everybody that's ever came and seen me fight, you know, I'm well-versed all around. I pretty much dictate pace, and I can transition to anything anybody wants to throw at me.
Well, I see it going two ways. One, I'm either going to submit him quickly. Two, he's going to beat my face in for 3 rounds.
Well, I'm predicting Dave Allred just might be right on both accounts there. What a goofball, though. Look at him in his picture there. He's a lot of fun, this kid. Pretty dangerous. He's not claiming to be dangerous, just pretty dangerous.
Almost dangerous.
Kind of dangerous. Thinking about being dangerous is Dave Allred. Kind of strutting his stuff here in the cage, ready to get rocking and rolling. 5'11", 155 out of West Valley.
I think when you lose your virginity up at the ranch, though, Mike, you are dangerous, though.
Well, you're pretty dangerous, I'll tell you that. Training up at the Muay Thai Institute is Dave Allred, and Dan Stanovich making his way to the cage, and Allred protesting the grease. We've talked about the grease a little bit tonight. Dan Allred and Coach McLeod kind of wiping it off there. So Dan Stanovich making his way into the cage. Dave Allred still protesting over there. Referee Roy Haggerty coming to wipe a little more of it off. A little dab here, a little dab there.
Not so sure old Roy Haggerty didn't have more on that rag, Mike, the way things been going tonight. But Dan Stanovich, 5'10", 145 pounds, fighting out of Elko, Nevada in High Desert Hitman. I don't blame the fighters, though. When your coach tells you to do something, your coach does something to you, you do it. You don't fight and argue with your coach during a fight. That's my take on it.
I think we've harped on this topic enough, and I really think the fighters need to do what fighters do, and that's go win it. Well, Dave Allred forgot to take off his shirt.
He's pretty dangerous, Mike.
He's pretty sexy with that shirt off, too. You know,
he was pretty ready to go.
Well, you know, he wasn't ready to go. He didn't want to fight until something was done about the grease, and and then the fight started, and better take his shirt off and get in here. Dave Allred throwing some punches and landing them.
We've never seen a pissed off Dave Allred before, Mike, and this is a different type of Allred right here.
Sure is, and you see right there, good action, and Dave Allred doesn't stand-up fight. He doesn't stand-up train. He doesn't do any of that. He's a jiu-jitsu guy, and boy, looking really good in the early going, sir.
Oh, Mike, this fight's back and forth all over every part of the cage. Well, Steno's starting to land some bombs, though.
Some big uppercuts there from inside from Dan Stanovich, landing on the face of Dave Allred, and he predicted that his face was going to get pounded in just a little bit. Now maybe he can do the other half of that prediction and submit him fast.
Well, Dave kind of throwing for the fences there. And, Mike, I think that this style, this pace of fight favors Stanovich. This isn't Dave's type of fight. He's ornery, though. He's upset. I think it's changing his fight
I'll tell you
technique.
what, I don't know that I agree with you, Phil, because this is Dave Allred's fight. Down on the ground, you're in Dave Allred's guard, and he can do some damage from here. And really, a lot of guys use their stand-up to set up their ground. You see right here, Dave Allred climbing the body and looking for that ever-elusive submission, but Stanovich doing a pretty good job of defending.
Yeah, Stanovich is. You know, Dave Allred more of a technical thinking type of fighter. Stanovich more of an athlete, and that's what I meant when they're going head-to-head, toe-to-toe all over the cage. That, you know, Dave loves the fight where it's at right now. This is Dave's world. Let's see if he can do what he's been promising and saying he's going to do.
Well, he's looking for that submission. Climbing the body here is Dave Allred. Doesn't look like he's quite able to get over the hump there, but he's trying to isolate an arm, keep something there for him to submit, and not quite able to get it.
No, he's not. We have seen from Stenovich in the past, almost impossible to triangle this kid. He has a triangle counter. He keeps his arm and his shoulder in there, and I've seen him in triangle position time and time again. No one ever gets it on him.
How about those big right hands coming over the top from Dan Stanovich, landing on the face of Dave Allred, and really, that'll take you out of your jiu-jitsu game. Right there, though, Dave looking for an arm lock, not quite able to get it.
No, Steno pulled out. Dave was trying to set that baby up, and he almost got it there.
He was looking for it, doesn't quite able to get it. Stanovich saw it coming and kind of tucked that elbow back in there. Dave Allred continuing to try to work up the body and look for some type of submission.
Well, Dave working a little bit of rubber guard here in this match, Mike, and he must have got the Eddie Bravo DVD or something.
Must have just got that in the mail last week. Looking pretty good. Not quite able to get where he wants to be, but it's early yet, and Dave Allred's got plenty of fight left. Stanovich, though, making him pay for being underneath.
Oh, Steno landing some hard shots there, Mike.
You know, Allred's corner looks befuddled over there. They don't really look quite they know what to do or say.
Sugarloaf is looking for a foot stomp. That's all he knows, and he can't say foot stomp from the guard.
He looks confused over there. Round number one is in the books, and Dave Allred kind of slow getting up, and Oliver Bradstreet working his corner there, giving him some little bit of advice there.
He's got Big No in his corner too, Mike, and over there in the High Desert Hitman corner is Coach McLeod.
Round number two coming your way here in the Ultimate Combat Experience. Elko, Nevada style. Came out to Elko to do our thing, and Dave Allred and Dan Stanovich fighting here in your main event, and what a great matchup these two are, in contrast to styles. Big right hand that just rocked Dave Allred, and you saw his knees buckle there.
Oh, and then Steno right in on his patented takedown. He hits that all the time, Mike. 1,
Allred
2.
looking for another leg lock, though.
Yeah, Allred swimming for leg lock, Mike.
Well, he's looking for it. Can't quite seem to get it. Getting stacked there by Stanovich up on top here, and now looks like he's taking the back of Dave Allred. Not a good place to be.
Ooh, a lot of times, Mike, going for a leg lock in MMA is the beginning of the end for the wrong reason, because it gets your head in a position where the guy that you're trying to leg lock can punch you in the face.
Well, that's what happened right there, and Dan Stanovich happy to oblige Dave Allred and punch him in his face. And how rocked is Dave Allred at this point? He's able to shake out those cobwebs. He looks like he's hurting a little bit.
Oh,
there's some more cobwebs, and this fight's over, my friend.
Oh, that was a huge shot.
Yeah, that's going to do it, I'm pretty sure. Dave's a pretty game kid, and he's not just going to roll over and die for you.
He got out of the choke, though, Mike.
He sure did, but I'm not seeing much out of him. It looks like that punch might have just knocked the life right out of him.
There were 2 shots there in this fight, Mike, that were heard all around Elko. Both by Dan Stanovich, just landed square on Dave Allred. Dave's still in the fight, though, Mike. He's working. He wants this fight.
Yeah, he wanted this fight really bad, and he's not going to give up. He's tucking his chin in, but Stanovich happy to just crank on him a little bit, now punch on him a little bit and do his thing from behind there.
Well, Steno is having a little bit of problems finishing a hurt Dave Allred. Maybe Dave's going to turn the tide, Mike.
Well, it's going to be a big tide to turn. It really seems like the momentum is right on the side of Dan Stanovich. And right here, man, this is even worse for Dave Allred because he's just taking some serious shots there.
Oh, he is, Mike. A lot of heart showed by Allred, though. You could tell he doesn't want to lose this fight. This was his first loss against Dan Stanovich. He's taking this one personally. Stanovich just going to town, though.
Yeah, there's less than a minute left in the round. Can Dave Allred weather the storm? That's the big question. It doesn't look like it. He's kind of curled up, and referee Roy Haggerty going to step in and call this one to a halt, and justifiably so. Dan Stanovich was just teeing off there, and boy, the local crowd, they're really enjoying this.
Oh, Mike, it'd been a good time to rob a casino in Elko because the whole community is at this fight. It was completely sold out. What a show, Mike.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be any money at the casino because everybody's here.
Yeah, that's true. It's my West Jordan thinking.
Yeah, you're darn thinking again. All right, Roy Haggerty going to give a raise of the hand there for, well, Dan Stanovich, your winner of that fight, and a touch of the gloves. He's a good sport about it, man. Nothing less than what we expected of war.
Whoa, Stanovich proves that the first time was no fluke. He gets the big win tonight, man. He just really looks good.
You know, Mike, I thought of Dan Stanovich always as a very good fighter. He went up a couple more rows in my book. He kind of ran through Dave Allred in the second round there and kind of destroyed him. I didn't see that happening. I thought Dave would tap him out.
All right, well, I'll tell you, what a great 2 weeks of fights that we brought you here, 2 episodes of the Ultimate Combat Experience. Man, we're going to have to come back and do this again. This Elko, Nevada, great place to do fights. The crowd was incredible, and really, I think the High Desert Headmen showed they're pretty darn tough guys.
Oh, Mike, Elko, Nevada is a mixed martial art community. We were treated so well out here. I love being out here. Can't wait to come back next time.
All right, well, we got more on slate for you next week. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience. We'll see you next week.